So, welcome to your on your back practice. I'll invite you to find a comfortable position laying on your back with your knees bent, the soles of your feet flat, your head in a neutral position. If you feel that you need to support your neck in some way, please do so with the least amount of lift necessary, maybe just a little rounded something like a rolled up towel or a small bolster under your neck so that the shoulders can be as neutral as possible and the head and neck can find what feels like a natural cervical curve. So I'll invite you to bring your arms across your body now, resting your hands across your shoulders, your elbows across your heart, and just let the weight of your arms just fall across your body to gravity. And I'll ring my gong to welcome us into this practice together. Inviting the breath to move naturally and observing the way that it rises into the abdomen. Also observing the way you can invite the breath into the space between the shoulder blades here as the arms fall across the chest, the shoulder blades separate. Then we can direct the breath toward the back of the lungs, toward the space behind the heart. As we continue to direct the breath towards the back side of the body, I'll invite you to turn your head slowly from side to side. Here we can check in with the neck and make sure that things feel spacious and neutral. Breathing deeply and relaxing the weight of the arm bones across the chest, relaxing the legs as they fall. The feet are flat, and the weight of the leg bones dropping down through the feet into the earth. And we'll just take one more breath here, bringing the neck to a neutral position. And then taking the hands up away from the shoulders to an eagle variation, an eagle arm position. So whatever variation of eagle arm feels good to you, maybe the elbows are crossed, maybe they're just pulling towards the midline. Let's take a few more breaths here. A little more action now, squeezing the elbows together. And in fact, lifting the elbows up away from the chest so that we feel even more separation of the shoulder blades. We're going to take the hands now and stretch the fingers up towards the ceiling. Uncross if you've crossed your elbows, and just hold the hands facing each other, palms open towards each other, fingertips towards the ceiling. On an in-breath, take those hands all the way up overhead, reaching maybe the thumbs towards the floor behind you. Maybe they don't touch the floor, it's okay. And then exhale, bringing the hands back up over the chest. So inhale, we're reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, we're reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Just a few more breaths here, inviting some access to the shoulders and connection of breath to movement. Bringing the hands back overhead, interlace fingers, towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers and press the palms straight up towards the ceiling, giving the wrists and the forearms a little stretch here. Breathing deeply and observing sensations in the body. Relax the fingers, release the interlacing, and just let the arms now open wide, settling them out to the sides of your shoulders and resting the elbows and the wrists heavy to the earth at your sides. Pause for a few breaths here and just observe the sensations in the arms and the shoulders. With our feet separated towards the side edges of the mat, begin a slow transition of toward windshield wiper in the legs, gently rotating the leg bones from side to side, allowing the knees to fall and not expecting full range of motion here. Just observing how things feel in the hips, in the low back, in this moment, in this breath, in this body. Moving slowly and gently into the hips. Let's turn the nose in the opposite direction from the knees, nice and easy. When your body wisdom is inclined to gather the knees towards the chest, let the arms slide down towards the legs first, and use your hands to carefully bring the knees inward, the fingers sliding behind the knee joints. Take a moment here, relaxing the elbows and the arms to the earth at your side. Relax the fingers behind the knees, relax the jaw, relax the tongue, relax the forehead, relax the eyeballs, and just take a few breaths here, observing sensations in the body. And here, inviting the breath to move toward the pelvic bowl and the low back. Deep oceanic breathing here. With your next exhale, bring your fingers around the right knee and slowly release the left leg down towards the earth, allowing it to fall long and heavy. You might choose to place a prop, a pillow, or a block underneath that left thigh. Left leg is long and heavy, and right knee is falling into the body. If it feels like a strain to hold the right knee, you can just let go of it and let it fall in towards the body. You also could prop the right heel with a block underneath it. So think in terms of finding the least amount of muscular tension in the body and stay with the breath. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the right hip, relaxing the jaw. Breathing deeply into the pelvic bowl and just observing how the muscles might be willing to relax a little bit more. Allow for movement in the right knee, maybe just a little jiggle. Maybe it feels good to let the knee fall open into the right hand for a few breaths. Maybe you'll feel the urge to move the right knee from hand to hand, just letting it shift back and forth, side to side. The pelvis remains relaxed and neutral, the left leg heavy. And when it feels right to you, consider adjusting your hands to support the back of the right thigh, flexing both feet, and extending the right leg away from the body. Let's find a position that we can support and simply observe the sensations at the back of the right leg as we breathe deeply into it. Maybe you happen to have a strap or a belt or a scarf or even a sock that you want to use to support that leg. Using the hands around a strap, we're going to still want to let the shoulders fall back towards the earth. Working with whatever variation feels right to you. Breathing deeply into the back of the right leg. Keeping the right leg long, let's start to open the leg out to the side. I'm adjusting my right elbow about a foot away from the body And keeping the right fingertips lifted to capture the right leg wherever it needs to be supported. Breathing deeply into the right leg. Bringing the leg back up towards a neutral position. Keep supporting it as you like, and let's start to make some circles with our ankle. Rotating the foot around in one direction a bunch of times, and rotating the foot around in the other direction a bunch of times, waking up that ankle. And then flexing the foot again, bring the leg just slightly across the midline. So my left elbow is resting at my side along the mat, and my left fingertips are lifted to capture the inside of that right leg wherever it needs to be supported. Shoulders are relaxed, feet are flexed. Check in with your face, your forehead, your jaw. Allow for those exhales to fall from the mouth when it feels right to you. Finding the IT band here, stretching along the outside of the right leg, keeping that right foot flexed as well as the left. Let's make some circles with the right leg, finding whatever diameter or radius of circle that feels good to you. It might feel good to make big circles with the leg. It might feel better to make teeny tiny circles with the leg. Just make some circles. Notice the abdominal wall wants to engage here to support. And let's reverse that circle, going the other direction now. So let's take a few moments to explore a little bicycle motion, or just extending and bending the leg, whatever feels right to you here. Moving the leg around now, exploring multiple different trajectories of your bicycle if you want, or of that flexing and extending of the leg. And when it feels like that right leg and hip have gotten a bit fatigued, let's bend the left knee and rest the right ankle to the left knee. Allow that right hip in its fatigue to relax and surrender even more here. Opening the right knee away from the body. Maybe the right hand is placed on the right knee to stabilize it. Maybe that hand is going to bring the knee back and forth. It might feel good to bring some movement in. Keeping the right foot flexed and sliding it towards the left a little further will help to alleviate any torque that you feel in your right knee. Continue to explore this ankle to knee with any variation of the pose that feels exactly right to you. I like to gather my left knee a little closer to my body. I like to rock gently from side to side. Maybe it feels good for you to place your left foot on a block instead of using your hands to hold the foot closer to the body. Whatever variation of this pose feels exactly right to you. Allow for creativity and a little bit of playfulness as you focus your breath into the right hip. Listening to your own body wisdom. When it feels right to you, allow the right knee to cross on top of the left knee here. So the left foot is flat, the right knee crosses. We're going to open the arms out like wings. We're going to push into the left foot and shift the pelvis just an inch or so to the right so that we can easily drop the knees to the left. You may use a block underneath that right knee now to stabilize. You may use a prop underneath the right elbow or wrist to avoid strain in that right shoulder. Listening to your body wisdom and arranging yourself so that you can relax here. Heavy in the bones and surrendering muscular tension with each exhale. You might enjoy exhaling through the mouth. Just allow. Relaxing the groins even more. Relaxing the shoulders even more. Relaxing the face even more. Breathing deeply here. Continue to follow the flow of your breath. As it feels natural for you, let an exhale guide you back. Your arms can slide down to capture the knees as you roll back onto the mat, drawing both knees into the chest and taking a few breaths to just reset. A little gentle rocking motion may be in order. And when you're ready, we'll be holding on to the left knee and surrendering the right leg, long and heavy. Maybe we'll use a prop under the right thigh. Maybe we'll use a prop under the left foot, allowing for your own creative genius to support your body in this moment, in this breath, allowing for the least amount of muscular tension, relaxing even more with each exhale. Directing the breath into the left hip. It might feel nice to give that left knee a little jiggle, a little shake. It might feel nice to invite the left knee to fall open into the left hand for a few breaths. You might start to move the left knee from hand to hand, giving it that bit of exploration from side to side, external rotation to internal rotation, and invite the breath to connect to your movement. When it feels right to you, the hands can come behind the left thigh, or we might use a strap at this point, or a scarf or a belt or a sock, and wrap it around that left foot as we stretch the heel away from the body. We're flexing both of our feet now to stabilize. We are going to start to feel some action in our abdomen, drawing the belly button down towards the earth and breathing deeply into the back of the left leg. Letting go of muscular tension in the jaw, in the neck, in the face, in the shoulders. Breathing deeply here. And we can take that left leg open into the left hand. So my left elbow is shifting about a foot away from my body. And then I'm keeping the left fingertips lifted to capture the leg wherever it feels supportive to you. So allowing that left hand to support the left leg as it falls open. Keeping the pelvis relaxed and neutral to the earth, the low back neutral to the earth. And the feet are still flexed as we direct our breath into the back of the left leg. Bringing the left leg back to a neutral position. Let's pause here and rotate the ankle around in one direction a few times. Rotate the ankle in the other direction a few times. And let's seek the IT band. So the leg extended and the foot flexed starts to shift towards the right side of the body without the pelvis moving. The pelvis and low back remain grounded. The right fingertips are lifted to support the inside of the left leg wherever it needs to be supported. I'm keeping my right elbow at my side. Breathing deeply into the back of the or outside edge of the left leg, feeling that IT band open to the breath. When it feels right to you, you could start to make some circles with that left leg. Maybe your palms are flat at your sides, your abdomen engaging even more strongly here. The feet stay flexed, and we can circle that whole left leg around, maybe in a big circle, maybe in just a teeny tiny circle, whatever makes sense to you. Don't forget to breathe. Invite that circle to reverse now. Take it around in the other direction. And eventually start to bend and stretch the leg. Maybe a bicycle motion feels good to you. Maybe something simpler, whatever feels right to you. Bending and stretching, moving that left leg around in space here. Keeping the feet flexed and the abdomen engaged. As that left leg and hip start to feel some fatigue, let's rest in our ankle to knee pose. The right foot is placed flat on the mat, and the left ankle rests onto the right knee. We're encouraging the left knee gently away from the body without strain in the knee. So if you're feeling it in your knee, slide the left foot further to the right. Keeping the left foot flexed and inviting whatever variation of ankle to knee pose makes sense to you in your body in this moment. Breathing into the left hip with compassion and curiosity. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw. It might feel nice to check in with the neck, turn the head again from side to side. It might feel nice to gently rock in the hips from side to side. Breathing deeply here. Listening to your own body wisdom, and without any sense of urgency, moving toward your twist when you're ready. At your own pace, that left knee will cross the right knee. We'll press into the right foot, shift the pelvis to the left, and drop the knees to the right. Stabilize the left knee, stabilize the left elbow and wrist as you like, and invite surrender with each exhale. Relaxing in the groins even more. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. Taking your time, Pressing into the right foot and drawing the belly button to your spine. Curl the knees all the way in. Take another few breaths here to gently rock from side to side. And we can make our way toward happy baby, allowing those open hips to drop the knees towards the shoulders, to float the ankles up towards the sky, and just take a few breaths here, relaxing the tailbone towards the earth, checking in with the neck again, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Perhaps taking lion face, exhaling and sticking out the tongue, letting out some sound. Bringing your attention even more to the breath now. Draw the belly button towards the spine with each exhale, with an awareness that you're contracting and rinsing out the abdominal organs. Exhaling to pull the abdominal wall back towards the spine. And carefully releasing the soles of the feet towards the floor. Let's pause for a few breaths with in an inverted state. So maybe you're going to just let the legs float up now, or maybe you like to place a prop under the pelvis, giving yourself a little curl up through the spine, enough to place that prop underneath, and then floating the legs, keeping the knees and the ankles soft. The legs are just hovering over the pelvic bowl, so we can feel the weight of the legs dropping into the pelvis. If you're feeling the front of your legs engaging, the hip flexors engaging, that's a cue to bring your heels away from your body. Keep the feet away from the body. The feet are hovering over the tailbone. Relax the legs, maybe even shake them out a little bit. It always feels good to me to shake my calf muscles off my bones a little. Relax the muscles, shake them all out. Maybe it feels good to stay more still. Maybe you like to open the legs into a straddle position for a few breaths. Feel free to play a little bit more here in this inversion. Then we're going to relax the feet slowly to the floor one at a time. Careful transition. We're going to make sure the ankles are under the knees so the feet are not too close to the pelvis. We're going to press into hands and feet and lift the pelvis carefully off the prop. And then release the prop so that you can roll down slowly, articulating your spine. Feel free to repeat that a few times, articulating the spine up and down if that feels yummy. And eventually we'll just find our windshield wiper motion again, returning full circle, allowing the leg bones to rock and roll, allowing the feet to find that position to the side edges of the mat, the arms heavy at our sides. Maybe it feels good to pause in one position for a few extra breaths and then transition to pause on the other side and even yourself out. Relaxing even more with each exhale. And today, as we shift into our Shavasana pose, you might even enjoy the idea of just letting the leg bones slide out away from the body and land in a starfish position and just settle there. Or maybe there's a different position that your body is more inclined to relax and surrender in. Honoring your body wisdom here, just shifting at your own pace. into a pose of surrender, Shavasana, our final pose, translated as corpse pose. And so here we practice letting go, releasing ourselves of every need to control, allowing this integration of body, mind, and breath to be fully absorbed by the nervous system, and resting in the spaciousness of pure potential. allowing your breath to deepen, and a very loving and tender return to your awareness in your fingers and in your toes. Please feel free to remain in Shavasana if you have the time to do so. And if you're feeling ready to transition, bring your knees to your chest and take some extra time with that, lovingly breathing into the backside of the body. And allowing for a slow transition to roll over to one side. And a careful return to an upright position. We can bring our palms together and rest our chin towards our chest. And just take a few moments here, breathing into the back of the neck and acknowledging the gratitude that we have for this practice, for this opportunity to find ease in the body, mind, and the breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May peace be cultivated from within, emanate outward, and expand throughout the universe. Namaste.